When I was in high school, I spent almost every Saturday volunteering at the Chattanooga Zoo. I loved taking care of all the different animals and learning everything I could about them, from what they ate and where they lived to their individual names and personalities. During the summers, I stayed at the zoo as a camp counselor, sometimes arriving at 8 a.m., working with camp, and then volunteering from 2 p.m. until close. I lived for my time at the zoo. I didn't realize just how much I loved it or how much I would miss it until my junior year when I got the opportunity to study abroad for 9 months in Saragossa, Spain. Being away from everyone and everything familiar for that long at just 17 taught me a lot about myself. One of the things I realized while I was abroad was that my life was significantly less fulfilling without my work. The more I reflected on that fact, the more I came to realize that as much as I loved my chimpanzee and cougar friends, my fulfillment didn't come from them. It came from the satisfaction of helping a keeper and knowing their job was made easier because of my help. It came from seeing a child's face light up when they learned something new about their favorite animal from an activity or program that I designed. It came from service. My name is Sharron Bockman. I'm a Bonner leader at Sewanee, the University of the South. When I first started looking, I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go to college, but when I got into the Sewanee Bonner Leader program, the choice was clear. I started my freshman year working at the CAC, a food bank in Sewanee, at a garden at St. Mary's Convent, tutoring kids in South Pittsburgh, and helping out at a relative caregiver program in Grundy County. It was a lot, and I wasn't getting the satisfaction or fulfillment I thought I would. I thought back to my time at the zoo. Although I liked shoveling poop, really, I'm not joking, and preparing the animals' daily diets, my true joy came from the hours I spent in my boss's office planning and coordinating, and the time I spent responding when our best laid plans dissolved into chaos. I wondered if there was a way to do that with Bonner. So during my second semester, I met with Robin Hilly-Michaels, the director of the program. I expected her to tell me that leadership roles would open up and that I should continue at my sites, that I was too young or too inexperienced to do the administrative and logistical work I craved. Instead, she suggested I start to work in the office with her, helping to coordinate the program. I was thrilled, and my time as a senior intern began. Over the next 3 years, I helped coordinate and develop the Bonner program. I learned how to work in a truly collaborative environment where every voice counted. I learned to pick up slack from others and how to ask for help when I needed it. Just like with the zoo, I found that the school year just wasn't enough. The first 2 summers after I started college, I stayed in Sewanee and got the opportunity to work with Nikki Hamilton, a truly remarkable woman. From her, I learned how to be an unapologetic boss lady who is still kind and empathetic. My summers working with Nikki in the Office of Civic Engagement introduced me to the work that the rest of the office was doing. I broke my Bonner bubble and learned about the VISTA program, helping with the first summer meal program. I also got to work with Jim Peterman, director of the OCE. With him, I researched best practices of offices like ours, introducing me to the wider world of civic engagement. I also spent time during those first 2 summers truly learning the ins and outs of the Bonner program and brainstorming ways it could improve and grow. I went abroad again for the first semester of my junior year, and I had a blast. But I was excited to get back to the OCE. I came back for 1 short semester, and then, my 3rd summer at Sewanee, I went to Tanzania for 9 weeks and worked with an NGO called Anti-Female Genital Mutilation Network, an opportunity that wouldn't have been open to me without my work in the OCE. My senior year, I focused on transitioning leadership and passing down all the tips and tricks I've learned. If I had to choose, I'd have to say that I have 2 favorite things about my time as a senior intern. The first is every time one of my peers comes up to me to tell me about their work or to ask me about their responsibilities in the program. I love seeing all the amazing work they all do and knowing that I have some small hand in it. My other favorite part has been getting to work with and know all of the amazing people in the OCE. Because of my work, I've become a more confident person, able to work well and effectively on my own or in a team. I've learned how to balance being an authority figure to people who are the same age as me. I've become comfortable leading workshops or speaking in front of a room full of people. I've learned how to say I don't know when I don't and how to stand up for myself when I do. I don't know what my next step is yet, but I know I'll take these lessons with me and that I wouldn't be the person I am today without the Bonner program.